Hello, welcome in. So we are doing a double rope jelly roll rug. It's actually going to be a tiny version of a rug, and I'm super excited to have you. Hey Stacy, welcome in. So happy to have you guys. I hope you're all doing well. It's been fun. Thank you. Carrie's in the house. Welcome in. I'm so happy to have you guys. So I started it, but that's okay because I'm going to start another one on live. This is just going to be a smaller one. We're going to do trivets because I'm actually not happy. No, I didn't. Okay, so I recorded it, Carrie. We're going to start another one on live so that you can see it. But I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing before I came on to live. So I recorded the start of this, and I'm going to post it tonight so you guys have a reference video. But we're also going to start some together. So I promise I was thinking about it. Thank you so much, and welcome in, everyone. So I actually am kind of struggling to decide how I'm going to end this rug. And it is kind of interesting. So it's working out, but you really do have to manage both ropes. I'm really not as happy as I thought I would be with the how it's looking, but I do think it's still cool. So I am managing like both ropes here at the same time, and you're going to see I'm going to have to restart here in just a second. Let me get out of here. I do like how you spelled that though.
Is that clever?
Yeah. So once you come to the meeting, you have to switch. So I am back stitching, and hello everyone, and now we're gonna have to restart. So I'm pulling all of this back out, and so it is kind of a process compared to like your original rug, and I'm gonna give it a nice little press. But what do you guys think so far? So this is the double rope. It's kind of chaotic. It's my first one, I will say. So I don't know if I'm super happy with it though. Don't forget that the giveaway is posted, so you can go get entered. If you are a follower, you can go to my page. It's the last post that I just posted. It's free. All you have to do is follow the directions and be a follower. Every 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway. So this one is posted. Thank you so much for those follows. Okay, so now I have to go back, and I'm going to start back on this one. Thank you for looking at the products. You know what's crazy? I thought I would like it more, and I think I'm going to end up selling them because I was going to make these for myself, and I'm just not, I don't know. They're not what I thought they were going to be. I think I need to do it in teal. But you know what? That's okay. I'm having a lot of fun making it. I did record the video so that I could post it for you guys. And then I will record this live. So what I'm doing to manage my ropes, okay, is I'm putting the rope I'm not using back behind the machine so that it doesn't pull on the rope that I am using. So I have two ropes between my legs. Ah, that's what she said. I guess. I don't know. I'm such a dork. All right. Moving on. Wow, hi guys. So we have a free giveaway posted. The last post that I just posted, you can get entered for free. Every new 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I'm trying to grow and you can help me. So let's keep going. So now I restarted on this, and now I'm just going to keep going, and we will start another one because I'm going to make another trivet, so you'll get to see me start it, I promise. But I also recorded a video so you'd have it to go back to. So now I'm just going to go around just like I normally would and see why I shoved that all back there so that I had room to do this. Thank you guys so much. So happy to have all of you. If you have any questions about the products in my cart, I would love to answer them. My task tonight is to keep us growing. We hit our 8K. Our giveaway is posted. I'm so excited. Every new 1,000 followers, we're going to do another giveaway. So if you don't win this time, you might win next time, and the prizes are going to keep getting better. Thank you so much for being here. And we are doing a double rope. So now I'm just continuing like I normally would, all the way until I get back to that start. So then we'll switch back. So I'm still scrunching around those corners. I'm making sure I'm giving my other rope some slack. you guys think? What do you think? It's kind of a lot, but I like it. I love how it's turning out, you know? Let's get some comments rolling in. Let's get some new friends in here. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. I'm super happy to have all of you guys. I can't believe we hit our 8,000 followers today. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm almost back to that meeting point. I'm going to do just a few back stitches, and then I'm going to pull it out. Actually, I'm going to end up seam ripping probably right there because it looks like I scrunched too much. So ovals are kind of difficult because you can't scrunch. You can't scrunch on the straights or they won't lay flat. They'll lay all wavy, and you don't want them to lay wavy. So I'm just hitting it with a little bit of the iron. All right. What do you guys think? Should I just keep going? I think it's looking good. All right, so now I'm back to the start, and I need to go back to this one, okay? So I'm going to put this one back under there. I'm going to shove all this extra under here. Well, of course, I'm going to keep going. I mean, like, what do you think of the colors? Where's all my friends? Let's get some comments coming in here. Thank you so much for all those likes. Don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. It was just posted. And let's keep growing. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Maybe it's just an awkward Saturday night. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to backstitch once. How do you make the rope? So we make a lot of rope on here, but you use a Clover fabric tube maker, and it's a process. So I do have a lot of videos on how to make these rugs. I will be posting how to start the double rug tonight. But we will be making more in the future. So if you want to see the rope being made, just stick around. And you will. I can't believe it's Saturday. Is it Saturday? It's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. So now I'm just going around the corner. Using my stiletto. Thank you so much for that follow. Using that stiletto to just keep myself going. I'm super happy to have all of you guys in here. If I can do this, you can do this. So let's keep doing it together. Thank you so much for those reviews. Why around two? I know, just. So like, why not just do one solid color and then switch? So I'm using 2 ropes because it's the only way to get this effect. Because if not, you'd have to perfectly plan your strips out and know the measurements of the entire revolution of the oval. So I'm using 2 strips to give it this every other look because that's the only way to do it unless you are awesome at mathematics and can perfectly time your strip change to be exactly where you need it to be. And this is actually my first one that is a double rope. So, hello, can't stay, but I watched you a couple times. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. Does 2 at once make it easier to do, or is it solely for the look? The easiest definitely is going to be your one roll. So you can just keep going. You don't have to switch back and forth. This look is specific to the 2 rope. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. I've been wanting to try it for a while to see how it looks, and it is pretty. Don't get me wrong, but it is a lot harder because now I'm switching back and forth. I have 2 ropes to deal with. I'm going to make a trivet. Sorry, keep the questions coming. I'm really happy that you guys are in here asking questions. That's what I want. Gee, yes, we are making a trivet, which is like essentially a tiny rug. But I'm doing a double rope one just because I've been wanting to try this project for a while. So here we are. Thank you so much for that heart me. I really do appreciate it. Guys, we are on the road to 10K. So there's a free giveaway posted on my page. All you have to do is be a follower and follow the directions on the screen. Yeah. It does. Yeah, I'll start one off here as soon as we finish this one. I don't think this one's probably going to be too much bigger. All right, so once I finish that, I'm going to backstitch once, and then I'm going to pull it back out, just like we have been, and I'm going to have to restart it just to keep getting that look. All right, so it is, I will say it's a lot more work than your normal Jelly Roll rugs because you're really having to switch out your stuff. Thank you so much for that follow, guys. I am so happy to have you in here. I hope that you all are having a great Saturday night. I hope that we make strides in moving our account forward. What's a, oh, I was like, what's a COPL, Jen or Carrie? I guess you could sew the two together and then sew them together. I guess you could do that. I think it would eventually get hard to manage, but I think you could. So the reason it's kind of specific on getting them one at a time is because if you don't get these outside layers to lay flat, your rug is not a rug. It's going to turn into a bowl. These rugs are so particular when it comes to laying flat that if you at all do have too much pressure on one side, or you're not scrunching enough, or there's just too much going on, it will not lay flat for you. And I have tons of videos on it. You can definitely try it. Maybe we'll give it a go one day, trying to just, you know, sew the two together. But I just wanted to experiment tonight and have a little bit of fun. So here we are. I just unthreaded my machine. Here we are. Great questions, though, and great recommendations. I'd love to try everybody's ideas as I progress through this. No, I do not. So I cut these strips this morning. I posted a video using my Stripology ruler, and I cut them straight off of Wally World's pack because I was able to cut both of them into strips, 2 yards, within literally like 3 minutes using my Stripology ruler. And then I took the strips as I was unfolding them, and I was making them into rope. I do not iron it until this stage. That would be a lot of work to have to iron all of this. I mean, I would assume if your strips are like super wonky, then maybe hit them with an iron whenever you need to. But yeah, good questions. No, I'm loving it. Keep the questions coming. That's what I'm here for. I want to be a resource. I want to inspire you to do stuff. All of the questions not only make me think outside of my box, but hopefully help answer other people's questions too. So... I am making a hot pad. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
What are you doing? You gonna say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi. Oh, we're gonna show you a rocket. That is a cool rocket.
Say my rockets by my name.
It's like your name. What's your name?
Right here. And that's your name.
That's my name?
Yeah, and that's me.
Well, you guys are doing fine. Keep all the questions coming. I just wanted to get another live in today because I wanted to let you guys know that the giveaway is posted on my page. It's free of charge to any of my followers. All you have to do is follow the directions on the screen and you'll be entered. Every new 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway. Yeah, he's super, super cute, isn't he? Okay, so Carrie, this is one of those things that we do a lot. He has special toys that he holds on to, and it's a big deal if we don't know where they are. So we actually got that on the way to Branson. Like, how long ago did we go to Branson? How long has he had that rocket?
It was 97 degrees that day.
So a long time ago. Then again, today was like 80. So yeah, he just holds on to stuff like that.
That punch you with this foot.
You're gonna punch me with your.
Did I miss a comment? I'm so sorry. Is there a way to make sure the thread stays in the
Yeah.
needle? Yep. So make sure that you're giving enough slack behind your needle to keep it threaded. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a second, actually, because I'm gonna have to stop anyways and switch over so I can show you what I mean. I can show you the problem. And backstitch. This is actually probably going to be our last row for this trivet, and then I have to figure out how I'm going to end it because I actually haven't planned that far, to be truthful. So let me show you what's happening with your thread. See how I have this tiny piece of thread coming out of my needle? I'm going to make it even tinier, right? Now watch what happens when I go to sew. See the thread right here? I'm going to try to sew. And now I no longer have a threaded needle. So what you need to do is you need to thread your needle.
You are stupid.
Hey,
Wait.
that's really mean. Roland. So thread your needle and then have enough slack out the back that when you sew, it doesn't pull itself out. Hopefully that helps. All right, so this is going to be our last row, and I'm trying to, let me unwrap it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to end this, if you guys have any ideas. So I usually use tags on the end, but since there's two ropes, I'm trying to figure out how I want to end it. So what? So this one should be ending right here, but there's still going to be two. So maybe I'll pull it up over here. Hey, get out of here, you two. Go. I'm serious.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to put the back under there.
Well, guys.
You ready to go?
I'm going to trim out some of this stuff.
We in here and we gotta go.
Yep.
Punk.
Go, punk.
You go, you chicken punk.
You're a chicken punk.
You chicken punk. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, no problem. So the strips can be whatever length you want them to be. They just have to be cut down to 2.5 inches. Do you use a regular needle for jelly roll, or do you use a thicker one to go through the material? I usually use like a denim needle or like a heavy duty needle typically. What do you guys think? Is that a big enough hot pad? I can measure it really fast. If I find where my children ran off with my measuring tape. Hold on. Get this one out. I know where one is. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget that if you are interested in the giveaway, it is posted, it is live. All you have to do is be a follower. Follow the directions on the screen. It is free of charge to my followers, and every new 1,000 followers, we're going to do it again. Thank you so much for those Go Populars, guys. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, I'm looking for my tape measure. I know it's in here, and I just apparently not going to be able to find it. Thank you so much. Those good Go Populars really push me out, and I do appreciate it. I've been feeling kind of weird today. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be okay. So right now, we are sitting at, like, it'll be 15 inches by, like, 11.5 inches. I think that's pretty big. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to end this, and then we'll start another one and you guys will get to see that. So I'm going to end with this color because I would like it on the outside. So I'm going to push this extra rope behind my machine just to give myself some room, and I'm going to pull this up, and I'm just going to cruise along, getting around that edge, making sure I'm using my stiletto to push material when I need to. I guess, so technically, here's something I could do. What do you guys think? Let's take a poll. Hey, welcome in. So we're doing the double jelly roll rope rug. We're doing trivets. So I'm going to start a new one here soon if you're interested in watching that. So I have an idea. So I usually end, I just got some new tags in the mail with leather tags, okay? So I have all these leather tags. These are the newest ones that I've ordered that I can end with. So I can either end with a tag on each side, or I can try to get them all on one side and end with one side. So what do you guys think? Hey, welcome in, Kathy. Man, this black would look really good, but so does the darker brown. So I think, I don't know, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking maybe, yeah, all on one side. I agree. I'm kind of thinking the same. So let's get it back over there and then we'll figure out how we're going to end it. I like doing sewing projects where we figure things out together. I'm super, super happy to have you all in here. I hope you're all having a good night. What's everyone doing this Saturday night? to the end. Learned my machine had a serpentine stitch. So I have not a serpentine stitch, but whatever this stitch is. And we are all watching you sew. Well, that's great. Well, I am happy that you are all here. Boo to being at work till 8, though. That doesn't sound fun at all. Okay, so I'm almost to the end, and I need to decide how I'm going to end this. So one option I could do is I could slide this one underneath, but that's going to create a crease. I don't know how to end this. This is interesting. Or I can zigzag to a point and then use my tag to end both. It's not big enough. So it's not a big enough tag to do that. Man, I didn't think this one through. All right, hold on, I'm brainstorming. I'm going to figure this out. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas on how I should end this? Cut diagonal at the end of the oval. That's not a bad idea. What if we cut a diagonal and then cut a diagonal longer so that it went over and I should be able to tag it. Great idea. And or I could, taper. That's not a bad idea. See, then you can cut it in a diagonal and mold it into the side. Put 2 tags together, then end it. That's not a bad idea either with both, but different spots. I know we did that almost. Use the fabric to make a bigger tag. That's not a bad idea. I do have a little bit more fabric. Okay, I have an idea. So what if we cut it diagonal here, and then I go a little bit farther with this one and cut it diagonal as well, and it'll get us closer. Or I like the idea of cutting it and then seam ripping the batting out so that we can end it underneath the rug. That's not a bad idea. Thank you. Thanks for helping me, because it is very interesting. I love figuring these things out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give myself this space, and I think I'm going to cut it. Once we cut it, it's cut. But I like the idea of trimming the batting out. Instead of that. Cut the green, then go over the pattern down. Okay, so cut the green at a diagonal like this, which is going to end it here, and then finish it out with that. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to cut the green at a diagonal. I'm probably going to cut it like right there. Yeah, I know, no kidding. Here we go. I can always seam rip it if I have to. So I am going to cut it at a diagonal here. All right, and then we'll be able to go and finish this out like that. So it's going to have a little bit of an odd shape, but it's not going to be too bad at all. I like it. I think it's going to be fine. And then I can still end it with a tag right here. How's that look? What do you guys think? I think that's going to be good. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out before I do the tag. See, I love having you guys in here because it helps me think through things. I just unthreaded my own needle. Yeah, awesome. Man, my machine is not happy lately. She's doing a lot better with this fabric than we were doing with the last fabric, so that's good. Al, welcome in. I didn't see you were in here. I'm super happy to have you. Let's see. Why is it acting like that? Let's rethread her. Thank you guys for being in here. I hope you're having a wonderful night. You can do this. You can do this. I promise you can do this. Thank you for that follow, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. Every 1,000 new followers, I do a giveaway to give back to you guys for all the purchases you make from my cart, from all the love and all the gifts that you send over. I try to give back, and I do giveaways every 1,000 new followers. So there is one currently posted and active. Make sure you get yourself entered because I want everybody, new or old follower, not that that's a good description, to get a chance to win. We welcome all. I want to just foster some inspiration in your life, because if I can do this, you can do this, okay? Okay. All right, so now we're going to switch back, and we're going to go over this one, and I'm going to put it on top. I don't like how that batting is showing, so I actually might end it there and do, let's see, I'm just testing this before I do it. Oh yeah, what if I do it like that? That would look good. What do you think? That would look good. Let's do it. We're doing it. Thank you so much for that, Heart Me. We did. We made it. Cassie, all you have to do is go to my page, and I posted it right before I came on live. So all you have to do is like, comment, and save and share the post, and you will be entered. And then you'll see your name on the wheel. Yeah, I like that tag idea. I think you can get these tags in my shop. I do have them, and I do purchase them from here. I can pin them. Let me pin them. All purchases that come from my shop are going to go towards a new sewing machine, so I really do appreciate it. I'm very thankful. I really am. Let me find the tags. It's like some of my stuff goes away. There we go. So these are a lot of the tags that I use during mine. So here's the ones that I have right now that I just ordered. This pack comes with all of them, and I've already went through all of them once. So yeah, that's why I'm using these ones now. So I am going to now put my tag under there like this to give it a good professional ending. And I'm going to get my... Yeah, this is going to look good. I'm really happy that you guys had some input on this. So now I'm switching over to a straight stitch, and I'm going to help my machine. I cannot talk tonight, guys. I'm going to help my machine, and I'm just going to ease it over this. And then I'm going to make sure I back stitch, do a little extra stitching, and let's see how it turned out. You know, I think that's actually pretty cool. What do you think? It needs a little trimming of the extra strings, but I actually think that turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. That's a pretty cute one. It is. So this is going to be a little hot pad. This one is available if you're interested in purchasing it. Just reach out to me. I think we'll probably just go with 15 buckaroos plus shipping. It's usually about $5 for shipping. But let's do another one. You guys ready to see the start of this? So that's what we're making. We're going to make another one of these, see how it turns out. I think since that was my first one, the second one should turn out a lot better. I started with, I don't know what I started with. All right, so I have two ropes underneath me. What did I miss here? Thank you so much for that follow. Much better. Yeah, we really figured that out together because I was really struggling. So I have my 2 ropes, right? And I think I'm going to go ahead and trim this diagonal back to a straight because it wouldn't have looked right. And how we start is we are going to put a 5-inch center because I'm making a trivet. You would make it bigger depending on if you want an oval, or you can make it shorter if you want a circle. Do you guys want me to do a circle or an oval? Let's do a poll. Circle or an oval? I'm going to do a poll really fast. Smiley face is circle, crying face is oval. Smiley face is circle, crying face is oval. Awesome. I'm loving all the votes. Smiling face is circle, crying face is oval. Ooh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Smiling face is circle, crying face is oval. Oh, I think we're going to end up doing a circle. Circles are actually a little bit harder to start, but that's okay. I think it'll go fine. You have 10 seconds to vote. It looks like we're going to be doing a circle. All right, circle it is. Okay, so let me pin the thing that I'm going to use. That's pretty important. Thank you all for looking at those products, guys. I do appreciate it. Anybody that purchases, very thankful. Here we go. So I have these pins right here. I love these because they're a little bit longer than my normal pins. And what we're going to do for a circle rug, and you'll see in my oval rug post, is I'm going to take about 1 inch of fabric on each side. So I have one going one direction and one going the other direction. I'm going to put them together like this, and I'm going to take these long pins and I'm going to hang on, let's do this backwards. I'm going to insert them through both of them to help me hold my material. So I'm going through one side into the other side so that it keeps my material stable. I really love these pins. For some reason, these ones are my favorite. And so now that I have 2 pins together, it really helps hold those 2 fabrics together, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to start like you normally would. I'm going to give myself a lot of slack. I'm going to throw that extra piece behind me. I'm going to put my foot down right on top of there. I'm going to have a zigzag stitch. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm so burpy tonight. Hold on. I have them pinned right here if you're interested on where I got them from. I don't know why I specifically like these ones so much. They're really not that bad of a price, and they are free shipping. So if you're interested in purchasing them, not only does your purchase give me a small commission, they have a flash sale going on. So it's $6 for that whole 100 count pack. And I don't know, I like them. Okay, so I have my pins in. I have my 2 rows together. The other row that I'm not going to use right away is out the back really far to give it some room. I'm using my pins to keep them together, and I'm going to start a zigzag stitch just like I normally would. I'm going to back up, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull this pin now that I'm right there. Put it in my little pin thing. Go ahead and get to the next one. You could sew over them, but I've broken plenty of needles in the past, so I'm pretty iffy on it. All right, and now that I have my pins out, it's okay because I have my stuff secure. So now I'm going to pin the next tool that I absolutely love. Hey, Mama Kim, we're getting ready to start a dual rope rug if you're interested. So this stiletto that I'm about to show you is a lifesaver. They are also having a sale, and you're going to need this or chopsticks or something of the sort in order to get your rugs to lay flat. Is this the same method if you're only using one color? No, Krista, if you're only using one rope, I have a video on my page, and you just continuously go. You don't have to worry about switching back and forth. So if you're interested in that, you can just go to my page, or I can send you the video afterwards. But this is stiletto right here is exactly what I purchased right here from this link. And what it's going to do, so here is the most important part about Jelly Roll rugs. You want them to lay flat. And in order for them to lay flat, even if you're doing a rug, if you're doing a trivet, whatever, the first thing is to have a very level, long, I don't know what I'm trying to say, a flat work surface. And then also your scrunch. So scrunch is what everyone gets wrong. We're going to take our stiletto, which is made to not pierce our fabric, but to allow us to move it and get close to that needle without sewing our finger. I'm not the starting video. Yeah, so Krista, just shoot me a message. Janet, hello, welcome in. Shoot me a message and I'll send you the videos that I have. And then I'm going to post this video tonight. I have this pre-recorded. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of like rambling right now. Put me back in my place if you guys need me to. So what we need to do is we're going to take our stiletto and we're going to scrunch this outer fabric. See this, like we call it scrunch because it's literally scrunching, and we want it to lay flat right here. Laying flat right here is so important to get everything to lay flat. It'll be all wonky if you don't. So this starting point is going to be the hardest point. I'm picking up my my foot, I'm putting it back down. I'm using this to scrunch, and as I turn, I'm still scrunching, using my stiletto to get really in there and make sure that I am scrunching so this outer layer right here is flat. I am using a zigzag to put the rugs together. I'm going to unpin my stiletto so that I can see comments. Can you zoom in? Yes, sorry about that. Is that better? Thank you so much. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it shouldn't focus. So this outside right here is nice and flat, and that is key to your rugs, okay? Key. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Thanks for mentioning something. So as I go, I go really slow. I pick my foot up. I use my finger back here to scrunch this down. I'm using my stiletto to pull the material in. This starting point is just the hardest part to get started. And once you get it started, you will be fine. Now with a double rope, we now have to stop because we are at the intersection of the second rope. So I'm going to trim my starting threads and we're going to switch over to this one. Do you use a dual press foot? I manually lift, Jessica. So my presser foot lift is back here. So you'll see me pick it up and I'll just move it while I'm doing that. So I'm going to hit just a little back stitch to keep that in place. And then I'm going to take this out and we're going to start the second rope. And essentially we're going to do the exact same thing. So now we're going to go and we want to get this one started. So let me think about this. So we're going to go back to the beginning. Sorry, my needle's down. We're going to put it right there. And now we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to have to scrunch to get this started. Thank you so much for pinning these comments. I really do appreciate it because it's hard to pay attention to both. And I want everyone to ask questions. If I miss your question, ask it again. I'm here to answer questions. I want you to be able to do this. I am not the only person that can do this. You can do this. It's just that people gatekeep information. So that is not what I'm doing. I'm here to show you. Here to show you. So I need to scrunch this down. See how when I did that, this laid flat? That is the important factor. So once again, we're going to take our time and we're going to go like this. We're going to backstitch because we just started. And I have my fingers back here holding this down. I'm going to give it a nice little backstitch. I'm going to use my stiletto. I'm going to poke this material down. And yes, it's going to feel bulky. And I'm going really slow. I'm going going to give myself some slack over here. The 2-rope thing is difficult. I would not recommend doing a 2-rope if you're a beginner. I recommend doing a circle single jelly roll rug, but it's okay if you're me and you go all in. So as you can see, I'm still just pushing that material under there. I'm taking my time. You can hear my machine. I'm like boop, boop, boop. This is the only time that I don't haul ass, to be completely honest. So you just want that to be, yes, yep. I do have my zigzag at max. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for adding that product to your cart. Look, Clara, look what I did. So somebody was asking that, Al. The only reason I am using a regular universal foot right now. And I am using, can you sew without? No, you need to use your foot down because that's going to engage your feed dogs, right? And the needle I have is the sharp needle that I can get. So it's usually a heavy duty or it's a purple tipped needle, a denim needle, a leather needle. Right now I'm using these, which is just a universal needle. So mine's an 80-10. This is exactly what's on my machine right now. You can order these in bulk. They're not that bad. Ooh, Muffin Demon. Muffin, I love your name. So I have this in my cart. If you want to purchase it through my link, it does give me a small commission and I do appreciate it. But feel free to get it any other place. I did purchase this one directly from that link. So that is where you get it. Sorry, there's some chaos going out there. Okay, so we're just going to continue to go slow and scrunch until we meet back at that meeting point. And, you know, it's okay if you miss a few stitches. We'll go back and fix it. Don't be afraid to just keep going or turn back or back stitch. This part is going to be the hardest part to starting these. I promise it is. And it's okay. Even I struggle. So it's fine. Just keep going. You will get it. Seam rip it if you have to. Don't get frustrated. Walk away if you need to. And see how mine's not even really laying super flat. I'm going to press it here in a second and you'll see why. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It really helps you get your fingers under there without getting your fingers under there, if you know what I mean. Do you by chance have your rat doodles around? I do, Knots. Do you want me to show you? I think they're, hold on, let me look. Pretty sure they're right behind me somewhere. I had them out the other day. Yeah, I have them right here. Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on, guys. We're having a little break. I won't show very many. Let's see. So we were talking the other day about different art styles and how I essentially just have a whole bunch of like hobbies that I do, and my husband is a rat rotter, so there for a while I was trying to be creative and provide him some cool drawings. Sorry if that's loud. Let me find the other ones. So these are a few of the things that I have actually done. There's so many just crammed in here. Here's another one. Yeah, here's another one that I've done. So random, we will get back to sewing, but just an intermittent break. There's another one that I did. And that one's kind of offensive. We won't do that one. This one's pretty cool. There we go. Here's one more that I kind of did. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Sorry. Thanks. Yeah, so these are like, Rat Fink style is what I'm trying to think of the guy that actually is kind of known for this style. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of him. But he does the rat Fink. And so my husband's a rat rotter. I do other things. Like here's something kind of cool that I did and laminated. Yeah. Man, I can't think of his name, and I know it very well. Here's like an airbrush drawing that I've done when I was trying to learn airbrushing. It's a dragon. Sorry, random art show of the day. Let me get them all back in there. Trying to see. I don't think I have any more. Oh, this one's pretty cool. This one's pretty crazy. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. I don't get to show these off very often. They're actually crammed back here in the bookcase. So when somebody actually asks me about them, it kind of makes me happy because I haven't seen them in so long. I forget that I did them, you know what I mean? So it feels nice to remind myself that I did that. But okay, welcome back. I just was trying to be cool, you know, trying to be cool for my husband. I was showing Deidre last night. So in the garage, I've airbrushed a whole bunch of stuff, like all over Tony's tool cases and stuff like that. So there's a ton of my like paintings out in the garage. I haven't picked up an airbrush in a long time. Okay. No problem. I hope he enjoyed them. So we're still scrunching. I've airbrushed the entire side of my husband's truck. I put rivets down it that are airbrushed. It's really cool. I have a video on my TikTok actually. It was like one of the first few videos that I'd ever posted, so it didn't get many views, but it's actually pretty cool. Like it shows me actually doing it. Okay, so now we're gonna have to switch back to this rope. I'm gonna go ahead and trim these out and we're gonna give it a press. Can you get closer? Yes, yeah, yep. Hold on one second, I'll get you closer. So I'm giving it a nice press just to make sure it's laying flat. And then I'm going to pull you closer and we'll start on the next rope again. And now we're just going to keep rotating. We're going to keep doing that until we start to get big enough. So I'm going to get you back in there. We're starting a round one. And I'm going to go back to this rope. out. So I'm going to get my presser foot back down. I'm going to take the rope I'm not using and I'm going to put it to the back of my machine so that it doesn't pull on the rope that I am using. I am using polyester new bro thread. So this is a separate skein. I just called it a skein. A separate scone. Oh my gosh, guys, what is wrong with me? A separate cone that I'm not using currently, but I can pin them. They have really awesome products. And they're having a heck of a good deal right now that you can get multiple cones for times. I know. I am like super glitchy tonight. I don't know what is wrong with me. We took a nap, a 10-minute nap today, and then I went live for a little while, and then I went and took the kids to my mom's, and we went for a walk, and I don't know, I'm just like out of it. So yeah, these are awesome. They're really good prices and they're really strong. So I use them a lot. And this is literally new bro thread. If you look behind me, I have a whole bunch of them on the wall. So that's the thread that I currently am using. I think it's called a cone. Maybe it's called a spool. Yeah, I can add the cone stand next. So that is the cones of thread. And if you want to use them on your machine, oh, my daughter just woke up. And you're like, how do I use them on my machine? This is how you use them. It's a cone stand. I'm going to see if my husband will wear her for a little while. So let me get this one row done and then I'll go grab her unless she starts throwing too much of a fit. So remember, we're still scrunching here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and unpin this so I can see your guys' comments. Yeah, no problem. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to scrunch until I get around this corner. And you just want to try to give enough slack that outside ring will lay flat. And you just keep going. So I missed a spot here. I'm going to go back and fix. Even though it doesn't look like it's laying flat, it is laying flat. And I'm just going to keep going until I get, and it's a slow process, man. I'm like glitch city over here. I don't know what the matrix is glitching out on me. I'm using my hand to kind of press down and turn at the same time. And now I'm back to the start. I'm going to go ahead and back stitch and I'm going to give it a press and I'm going to go back and fix an area that I thought I seen. Aw, sissy. She did not sleep long. I currently am using this Singer Heavy Duty 4432. There is one in my cart. I can pin it. If anybody does purchase it, I want to send them a free pack of stickers. So can you guys see right here? I missed. So I'm going to fix that real fast before we get too far. It's really easy to fix. I'm just going to put it right back under there and go back over it just like this. It's super easy to fix. It's all right. Aw, sissy. She needs to sleep longer. So I'm just trimming all these extra threads out. And we're going to keep going. Let me go take a quick mom break and see if he will wear her on his back for a little while. And we'll get started again. Keep asking questions, guys. I'm so thankful. Okay, so we're going to get back under there. And I'm going to get my cords all straight here. I know, sorry, guys. I'll get her in just a second. She's okay. And I'm going to put this underneath there. Oh, I'm going to put my extra cord over there. And I'm all twisted. That's okay. And I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick mom break if that's okay with you guys. And I will be right back. So keep tapping. If you have a chance right now, go get entered into the giveaway. It was my last post right before I came live. All you have to do is be a follower, like, comment, share, and save it. And you will be entered into the giveaway. Every 1,000 followers, we're going to do another giveaway. Deidre or Carrie, if you're in here, do you mind pinning something saying I'm going to take a mom break? I'll be right back.
Just a little bit.
Okay, give me just one more second, guys. I am getting her in the backpack, and then I will be back to keep going. Clara, thank you so much for pinning that comment.
Just a little bit. Okay.
You sound awful because your voice is awful. What is going on? What are you doing, Willis? Okay. What are you doing,
Here,
Willis?
Roll.
Ow.
Light bulb.
Mwah. Okay, thank you. Go out there with your daddy.
Okay, you
Light
should be
bulb.
hit.
Hey! Oh my gosh.
Light bulb.
All right, I'm back. Alrighty, I am back. I'm so sorry about that. I knew she would wake up. She's in the backpack now, so she's happy. So let's keep going. Let's keep building. Thank you so much, Aspen, for those love me so much. I appreciate it. We're almost there. Could you put the cord and the strap so that you are connecting? Could you put cord in the strips that you are connecting to make the circle? I don't think I quite understand. So there is batting in the strips, and the batting gives it structure. I don't quite understand what you mean by cord, but maybe if you ask again, maybe I will. Mine is a Singer Heavy Duty. Mine is a 4432, and it's very similar. I think there's like three models that are the same, and the one I have in my shopping cart is the same. And the reason I know is because it will have the 3 stitches. So it has a blue, a red, and a black stitch. And I have it pinned now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure. Yes, you would have to wrap the cord though. Okay, maybe I was gonna say, maybe Clara knows what you're asking. And yeah, the batting is like a poly cotton blend. I have that in my cart as well. The ones that I've actually purchased are from my cart. I'm going to unpin the sewing machine so I can pin you the batting, and I can show you the batting rolls if you want. I have one on hand. I had to cut it off because my daughter got, I think it was like candy corn on it earlier. So this one is only for me to be used. Actually, I think I completely cut it out except for those 2 pieces. So this is going to be from my house. I'm going to try to wash it out, but I had to cut it off so that I wouldn't use it. But this is what it comes on. Each roll will do a batting for a full jelly roll. So 42 strips, so about 3 yards of fabric cut down to 2.5 inches. Super good deal, free shipping on an box with different model because of the accessories. I see. Yeah, so some of the models come with the extension table. I had to purchase mine separately, but I do have the extension table in my bag as well. It's on a good deal as well if you're interested in that, but please don't feel obligated. I'm just trying to help you find products. So I'm going to go ahead and unpin this and we'll keep going. I really do appreciate anybody that purchases anything from my links, as I get a small commission, and it's going to go towards me finally getting a new machine with a deeper throat so that I can do a little bit more of a quilting aspect. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now remember, we have to keep scrunching. So I'm using my stiletto. It's in my cart. So one jelly roll will do a 3-foot by 3-foot rug. That's circle. If you want, the ovals depend on your center start, but one jelly roll will make a 3-foot by 3-foot circle. Yeah, Lex, you're not the only one that's asked. That's fine. I have a tripod that's between my legs. It's on the floor, and then I can show you really fast before I keep going. I'm loving all the questions. I really am. So my phone is in this stand that's between my legs, and then I have my rose kind of on either side of me, and I just put it in the stand, and I'm able to look at the screen and record what I'm doing for you guys. I'm pretty nervous about myself, so I don't really show myself very much. I do post videos for you guys with me in it so that you know that I'm a real person, but it's been fun to do that. Thank you so much for those reposts, guys. Every new 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway, and there is one posted right now that you can get into. All you have to do is follow the directions and be a follower. So my goal is to really push and give you guys inspiration, give you guys a resource. So it's not that it would be better for quilting. It's just that this space right here, so it is, it's, there's some are designed specifically for quilting, right? But this space right here is a lot bigger on a quilting machine that I want. And it allows you to not have to roll your fabric when you're trying to quilt. So there's just certain things like that. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm super talented, but I'm here. You are just as talented as me. You can do this. I promise you can. MC, thank you for coming in. I did. I used a different stitch. So check this out. I used, where's it at? This stitch right here, this black one right here. And it's similar to the serpentine. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. That's my whole goal in here. So these stickers right here are very specific to me. I created this one and it is available in my Itsy Bitsy Spider shop. And then my friend, my tattoo artist, created this one for me. It's also available. So if you're interested in purchasing stickers, they are available, but please don't feel obligated. And then I do a sticker giveaway with every giveaway too. So yeah, the stitches look really cool. I was excited to use this stitch and I think it's going to give it a really cool look. So I'm sure you guys are ready for me to try to go back a little bit, but keep the questions coming. I really do love all of the questions. That's what I'm here for. I want you guys to be inspired. I'm a mom of 2. I try to get things done with the chaos around me. And I drew it in Procreate, this one, and then I used the Cricut workspace to make it a sticker, and then I printed it on my printer, and then I cut it out with my Cricut, and then he drew this one in Procreate for me and sent me the file. I do have a video recorded because I've had several people ask me. But yeah, well, thank you. I'm trying, like, I have a goal actually. I never thought that I would be, I don't know, bigger on TikTok. Not that I'm a small creator for sure, but, to want to be bigger. So I'm trying. I'm actually shooting for a goal and I think we're going to make it. And it's all because of you guys, not because of me. It's because you guys show up for me and it's so cool. It's so cool to see moms come in here, to see other people come in here. You don't have to be a mom to come in here, but that's just one that we get a lot because my kids are constantly around me. But just to have individuals in here who want to watch me work and want to see and get inspiration and then do it themselves. And that's what I want. So it's really cool to see that it's kind of taken off and I hope it keeps going. I really do. I hope that you guys feel comfortable asking questions. I hope that you guys get inspired. I hope you go pull out your sewing machine, dust it off, and I hope that you start making something. It doesn't have to be a rug. It can be anything. I make all kinds of stuff. It is. It's hard sometimes when you're kind of in the trenches. Like I have a 3.5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I get it. I do. It's rough. I haven't been on TikTok too long, so I started posting only videos for a while. Also, while I talk on this one, I started doing videos for a little while. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I started a sewing class in my local area, so then I was trying to sell locally my stuff, and it was just not working out. People are so mean in person, I'm telling you. So I gave up on that, and I started doing sewing classes, and I loved it. So then I was like, maybe I'll just post the tutorials on TikTok, so if they don't make it to my sewing class, because it's free now, then maybe they can still do it at home. So then I started doing tutorials and I started to get more numbers. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to go live. And amazingly, you showed up. So this fabric right now that I'm using actually came from Wally World. It was like the 1-yard cuts, but my batting I actually order on here. And I will tell you what number it is in my cart. The batting is number 45. I'm going to pin it for a second. The best deal I have is number 45. So if you're interested in that, but you can look around and see where you want to. Well, thank you, Ansley. I really do appreciate it. I tell this story a lot, and I don't think people believe me, but I have never fit in anywhere in my life, ever. And I mean ever. And so to have such an amazing support come behind me, and then finding so many cool friends through sewing, I'm astounded. I'm just blown away. I've never fit in anywhere. I've never really had a lot of friends. And so to have a group of people that want to support me. It just blows my mind, you know? I don't know. I have my husband and I have my kids now, but like I never thought I would be here. And I'm only here because you guys are willing to watch and you want to learn and you want to talk and you want to have fun. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. Yeah, justice. I don't know what I do wrong in life sometimes, but I don't know, you know, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Thank you so much for that heart me. Yeah. It's okay though, because we find each other eventually, right? I think I've grown a lot in the last 10 years of my life. I became a mom. I've taken different jobs. So I'm a nurse also, and I've never really fit in. I mean, I do. You fit into your niche in nursing, but I don't know. I've just grown a lot. So we got to the end of that one where we're lining up. Now we have to switch back to this one. How many rolls do you need to finish? One rug. One rug that's 3 foot by 3 foot circle is one jelly roll. So if you want bigger than that, you'll need 2. And an oval will depend on your start. An oval depends on your start. So it's hard for me to tell you how much you need. Does that help keep it flat? Because that's my number one problem. So yes, Katie, what keeps it flat is the scrunch that I'm doing. So I'm using my stiletto and I'm scrunching. So here's my stiletto, putting it back on our start. I'm going to rewind. I'm going to unthread my machine while I do it. Thank you guys so much for keeping these comments coming. And yeah, an iron. So I don't know if you can see that I am ironing it as I go. But keeping it flat is really dependent on a flat surface, the scrunch, and an iron. I would say those are the 3 key aspects to keeping it flat. Thank you so much for that follow. Thank you so much, guys. So if we make it, oh my gosh, I can see 10K in the horizon. We are at 8,100 new friends, and it's just amazing to me. My goal is to get 10K before the new year, and I really think we're going to do it. Don't forget that you guys can be entered into the giveaway. Even if you're a brand new follower, go get entered. It's live until 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So now it's going to start getting big enough that I don't really have to scrunch. I just have to make sure that it's laying flat and that all the things are working together. So you can see that I'm using my hand to kind of keep things flat. I'm going to hit it with an iron. I'm giving myself some slack. Thank you. I hope so. I've had so much support because I can't do it alone, right? But I'm so thankful. So I take video request ideas. If you have a tutorial that you're looking for, I will put it on the list. And I do giveaways just to help give back to you guys for showing up for me. I hope that's really helping. And I try to go live every day, even though my life is chaotic. To watch my mom sew for hours as long as we were working for her. That's awesome. The giveaway is for this little bag that I made on live with you guys. So it's a cute little cat makeup bag or whatever kind of bag. It's puffy. It's quilted. We made it on live together. The inside does have polka dot yellow. And then if you don't like that, or, you know, you're not into that kind of stuff, you can get a free pack of my stickers. So you have an option to choose what you want. That way we're kind of covering all bases because not everyone wants a bag. But it's all usually stuff that I make. The 10K giveaway is going to be a full kit to make your own jelly roll rug. So it'll have a jelly roll. It'll have batting. It'll be, it'll have the seam guides. It'll have a stiletto probably and the clover tool. So it'll have everything. I'm doing 3 things at the same time. Technically, it's 2. Technically, it's 2 ropes. Yeah, so the 10K. Oh, yeah, and thread. Kimberly, you're right, thread. It'll have everything you need in it to do it. And I'm really excited about that. Or are you asking me what thread I'm using right now? I'm just using polyester thread, new bro thread, embroidery thread. I have these, whatever these are called, in my car if you're interested in those. But it will have that in it too. Yeah, it'll have everything you need. And then you'll have the option, if you want me to try to go live with you, we can dual live while you make it. So maybe we can answer questions as you go and things like that. It'll be a cool little giveaway. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I know on a Saturday night, surely there's a whole lot of creators going. So you could be anywhere and you're choosing to stay here and sit with me. So thank you. Seriously, thank you. All right, so we're back to the start. I'm gonna back stitch again, and we're gonna trim it. I'm gonna pull all this out so we can restart. So if we were just doing a continuous jelly roll and I wasn't switching back and forth, this would go a lot faster. I am using, for the top thread and the bobbin, I'm using this, which is New Bro thread as well. Now I'm gonna give it a press. I'm gonna pull you guys out so you can see what I'm doing. So this is our little hot pad right now, and I'm gonna give it a press even though it's still laying flat. I just like to make sure that it's happy. And I do like how these are turning out. So here's the one that's an oval that we finished. These are a hot pad, so you can set them on your counter or centerpieces for your table or whatever you want them to be. They're just tiny rugs. I'll go back through and I'll trim all of these strings off before I post it for sale. Just to make sure I have that done. But that's what they look like. It's really cute. Or you can do one giant rug. Let's see. Somebody said they're interested in number 4, so I just want to see. Oh, I'm going to unpin that. Sorry. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's number 4 is exactly what these are. So these are the skeins or whatever you want to call them. This is the thread that I'm physically and I have in my hand. You'll have to look for the... How do you use such a big... Yeah, no, I'll show you. So mine is a little different. They don't have exactly the one that I'm using, but you use a cone stand. So I'm going to pin it because I have one for a really good deal on here. And this is what it is. So you will essentially put your thread on that stand and it will thread up over here. You can see mine sticking up and my thread, I have a 3 one, but my thread's right there. It's sticking up and it's going through my machine. So that's what that is. And that's how you use the bigger cones or skeins or spools or whatever we're calling them tonight. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and unpin this. Thank you all for looking at those products. I really do appreciate it. So what would you suggest for a newbie to get comfortable sewing? Sarah. So I have tons of beginner friendly tutorials posted on my page, but my biggest advice I always say over and over and over is if you're new to sewing and you want to sew, then you should pick something that you truly want. Don't just pick the easiest project that you see. Pick something you truly want and pick some fabric that you're going to want to use even though it might not look good in the end. It's going to look good to you. I still have my very first project and I still use it. The pattern's upside down, the seams are wonky, and it just shows me where I came from. You know, if it's not got mistakes, it's not handmade. So I do have a recommendation on my page. It's pinned at the top. They're called Prosperity Hens. I love the history behind them. I have a set hanging in my window and they're super easy to sew. So if you're interested in looking at that, that's a really cool beginner project. It doesn't take very much and it's really cool history behind it. So which ends should be facing each other when sewing? So I don't quite know what you're asking, but what we're doing is I started with 2 opposite, right? So they were like this, and then we started to wrap them around each other. So both of them are now together, but I'm going to go and switch back to this one to go all the way around to this. I hope that answers, Katie. I know I'm probably not answering that the best. James, that's awesome. I would love to see it. I'm giving you a follow back. I will, people who send my inbox. Oh, maybe that's, yeah. So I finish mine with tags. Yeah, they are really cool. They have a really cool history and they're super easy. Yeah, I love sewing and painting too. So these are the tags I have left from the pack. I ordered a new one, but I have these in my cart. I have a full set of what I usually use that I buy from at a really good price. And they're a whole bunch of different kinds. Let me pin them. Sorry, guys. Here we go. They're a great price. They have a 2-day sale going on. So you get all 60 different variations. And I use all of them because I put some on aprons, all kinds of stuff for the 12 buckaroos. And this is one that I've gotten from that set. So this is what I'm going to finish it with. Sorry, I'm slowly answering questions as we go too. So take your extra rope that you're not currently using and put it behind your machine so it doesn't pull on your project, okay? Seriously, guys, thank you so much. Keep the questions coming. I love it. Do you attach them? How do you attach them? So I'll show you when we finish this one, because we actually just learned how to do this kind of a project, but I sew it. So we just figured this one out together, and we'll do it again on this one. So I will show you, but I also have a video. No, probably not. It probably won't fit on your machine, but you can put it in like a cup and it'll unwind. You know what I mean? Like you can figure it out if you need to. Thank you. I'm trying to make sure I'm answering questions. So we're going to start on this rope again. I'm going to back stitch a little bit just to make sure it's secure. And now this circle is getting, this is why circles are easier. The circle's getting big enough that I don't really have to scrunch to keep it happy. I just kind of let it do its thing, and I make sure that the fabric stays where it's getting connected. So that's why circles are easier. If this was an oval, we'd still have to scrunch around the corners to keep it flat. What are the leather tabs on the end called? No, I'm not using a walking foot, actually. Yeah, no, you guys are doing great. Everyone is doing fantastic. If I miss your question, just ask it again. I'm trying to make sure I'm answering everybody's question. The leather tags I'm going to pin. I have 2 options in my cart, but this one has all of the options that I use, and I've actually purchased this one. So they're just called leather tags. Oh, man, it didn't pin. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to work this thing. Where'd it go? It's number 64. They're just like, these are crochet leather tags, but they just say handmade, so I use them on all my products. That's what I will finish it out with. Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for everyone helping answer questions and everyone helping pin questions. I really do appreciate everybody in here. Don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. Every new 1,000 followers, I do a giveaway, and there is one currently posted. All you have to do is go find the post. It's the last thing I posted before I showed up tonight. And you just have to comment, like, and share the post, and you'll be entered. Be a follower. I try to give back to you guys, so I hope that you know. Let's keep pushing together. Let's grow. I don't think I'm allowed to say that though. Let's be cool. All right, so I'm almost back now to that beginning. I'm going to back stitch, and then we're going to switch back over again. So the dual rope is a lot harder because you're switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it does have a cool effect, you know. So it's whatever you want. This was our first time trying this. I'm going to have to go back through, trim all of these, which is no problem, but so I'm placing my needle right back on there. I'm going to unthread my machine again, but no, I'm not, because I totally just caught it. Hold on, I cannot see your guys' comments. I'm going to unpin this so I can see. I'm losing my voice. Thank you so much for that heart me, guys. Thank you for all the gifts tonight. All of the purchases and gifts go towards a new machine for me, and I'm very thankful because I wouldn't even be thinking of it without your support. All super fans get a automatic 2 entry into any giveaway without even trying. So if you are a super fan, because I do have a few, you get some cool stuff, and you get a free pack of stickers too. So the first month that you are a super fan, you get a free pack of stickers mailed to you, and then you get special edition stickers throughout your time too. Thank you so much for those. Love you so much. I'm just happy that you guys are here to learn. I just like to do that little spiel every once in a while. So now we're going to do it again. We're just doing it with the other color. So I'm going to go around the circle. I'm making sure I'm giving it enough slack that it's happy. Keep the questions coming, guys. I really do like it. I hope I'm inspiring you to go create something. It's kind of getting to the point where I can let it just guide itself in the circle, and I love that. Thank you, guys. Keep those likes coming. Holy cow, I just looked up. We have 39,000 likes. Thank you so much. Keep tapping that screen. You guys are amazing. You guys okay?
Yeah. We're out looking for critters.
Finding any? Back stitch. Now we're going to switch back over. Hi, Sissy. All right, so we're
One
gonna.
raccoon that got away.
Uh-oh. All right. Thank you so much for those follows, guys. Just don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. So I will clean all of these threads up after I get done sewing it. And I'm going to give it a nice press right now just to keep it nice and flat. It's laying flat on its own, but I like to give it a press. Occasionally, I'll give it a little bit of steam just to make sure she's happy. And we'll just keep going. I have the same machine. Does it seem to hold up well? I've had this machine for 7 years, and I've only ever serviced it myself. I was a beginner when I started, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I actually really love this machine. I would recommend it for any beginner, but a lot of people don't like the new singers, so I don't know. Thank you so much for that heart, me, Marshall. I appreciate it. Yay, Gizmo World. That's amazing. I'm happy. I can't wait to see it. Maybe you should show us a video of your fabric. I can't remember what one you ordered, but if it's new Bro Thread, the Craftio, it's really beautiful. I have this crazy like knot going on down here because I have my fabrics in different places, and I ended up winding it together on accident. I don't know. It's okay. We're figuring it out. All right, so I'm pushing the rope that I'm not using behind my machine. I'm popping my back. Oh, okay. And now I'm going to place it back under there, and we're going to start with this green. I'm grabbing my stiletto. And I'm going to go ahead and sew. I'm using a zigzag stitch. I'm back stitching once, and then I'm just going to let her ride. The circles, when they get to a certain point, you don't really have to do much, but just make sure that the fabric is staying together. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Thank you guys so much for all the follows. Sarah, you need to get that bad boy out. Give her some lovin's and just start winging it, because that's what I did when I was trying to learn. And boy, was it a mess, but it was fun. I learned a lot. My machine took a lot. She still does. I'm still kind of mean to her, but I do service her a lot more myself. I didn't even know that you were supposed to oil underneath the bobbin casing for a long time. So I posted a video on that if you're interested. I can't remember what Mr. Gurr called it, but it's this black one right here. You can do it, Alicia. Let me know if you have any questions. I have several tutorials posted on my page. I do lots of them here with you. But if I can do it, you can do it. Don't give up. My first rug, I had to seam rug 5 times, and it was still a little wonky. So start small. Start with a circle if you want my recommendation, and then you can do it. I promise you can do it. I will help you in any way that I possibly can without physically being there. All right, so now we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the next tube. So I will say that this is fun, but it's a lot easier to just have one tube. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth it? I kind of like it. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. I have faith. If you have questions, and I can try to maybe post a video on specifically what's going wrong, but it just takes a little bit to figure it out. The technique, once you get it, you'll never stop. Yeah, you can start with something small too. You know, you can definitely start with coasters. Like I'm doing these hot pads because it's my first 2 double roped ones. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think we should end it soon? Let's see, you want me to measure it? So the first one was definitely a lot bigger, but we did an oval. So this one is only measuring 11 by 9.5. So what do you guys think? Do you think that we should end it and have like a smaller hot pad? It's about the size of my hand. Or I should do a couple more rows and then make another one. We have plenty of material so we can keep making. If you get your own material and you want to cut them, you will cut them to 2.5 inches. I posted a video this morning of me cutting this material. 12 by 10. Okay, we can go bigger. What did I say? I already forgot. So if you cut your own material, cut it 2.5 inches, whatever width you want. And then, yeah, it's definitely big enough for like a pan to come off. We'll do a couple more rows. And then your batting, if you're going to cut it, you should cut it at 2 1/4. We're at 11 by 9.5 right now. So we'll do another row of each, and then it'll probably be big enough, and then we'll start another one. You guys can pick again if we're going to do an oval or if we should do a circle. There is a difference, right? So if you want to see the oval and you didn't get to see it, then we'll start an oval next. Hold on, let me try to. I have a tangly mess down here. let me fix this. There we go. Sorry guys, 1 second. I twisted it all up by like taking it out, and now it's all twisted up under my feet, but I'm figuring that out. There we go. Now I have them separated again. Okay, thank you for that, Heart Me. Alrighty, and so you see all these extra strings from starting and stopping. I'll just go back through and trim them all off when I get done. Some people can't stand to have them on there, so you can trim them as you go, or whatever, you know, whatever you feel, whatever. Hey. All right, so we're going to go back onto this one. We're going to shove this extra back there, and we're going to get our stiletto, and we're going to keep going. It's not hard once you get going. Once you get the concept down, and once you get the like laying flat down, it goes fast. It's just getting there. It takes practice and confidence, and you guys can do it. I'm telling you that if I can do it, I promise you can do it, because it took me a while my first time too. It did. And get you a little closer. Thank you so much for looking at those products, guys. I really do appreciate it. It is. Thank you, Ansley. I hope it's relaxing. Sometimes I feel like I thrive in so much chaos that even when I'm relaxed, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, this is relaxing though. This point right here where it just starts to flow through my fingers is my favorite. It's my favorite. It really is. It just feels, it is real fun. It's a lot more work, double the work, I would say, because you have to make both tubes, and I'm going to show you guys one more start so that you can have that. So now that we're back to the beginning, thank you so much. I've never seen a mark of love. I'm sorry I don't show my face, so some of those don't go through. But I do appreciate you guys filling up that gift gallery. It helps. So TikTok pushes you out if you get like gifts. I don't know much about it. I don't want you to feel obligated. I just want you to know that I appreciate it when you do send those. So I'm going to give it a nice press again just to make sure we're still laying flat. Thank you. And now we're going to go back and we're going to do one more row. Let's see how much we are. So we're going to be at 11.5 by like 12. Thank you. Hopefully I'm explaining it to you so that you feel confident in starting your own. I know the first one's frustrating, but you can do it. So I'm going to push my extra one back. Thank you so much for those. I think we're almost to our live goal. I'll reset it. Yeah, we hit it. Thank you so much for helping me hit that live goal, guys. Keep tapping that screen. Let's see if we can get to 50,000 likes. That would be super cool. That shows TikTok they like us, that you like me, that you want new people in here with you. Let's go back to let's do just some roses. But thank you guys for being in here. I really do appreciate it. So let's do another row, and we'll, I don't know, we'll end it and start a new one. How's that sound? And then we can pick if we want an oval or a round. So you're gonna back stitch, and then we're gonna go around it. And I think we're gonna end it just like we ended the last one. So you're gonna get to see the tags in use. And like I said, at this point, you really just need to guide it because the circle is big enough that you don't have to scrunch. You don't want to scrunch, because if you were to scrunch, you'd actually create a wave, and you don't want a wave, because once you have a wave, if you don't just seam rip it, then you're never going to get it out. It's just going to continue to get worse. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those stickers. I love that I have stickers of my stickers because I'm a super dork. And just so you know, on my Itsy Bitsy Spider store, I have stickers of the rugs that I've made because my husband thinks I'm an ultimate dork. And I am, and it's fun. I like having fun. That's the deal. I actually think I want to end with the this material, so we might do one more round, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it will look still okay with the lime green on the outside as opposed to the decorated fabric? These are super cool. These are fun. I do like making the trivets because they're just like tiny versions of the rug. They look cute on your countertop when you're going to have your Thanksgiving dinner. You can have a conversation starter by having the turkey put on it. I vote to end with the other one. Yeah, I know. We can do a vote. We'll do a vote here in a second. Like a poll again. So I'm at the end, and now we've got to decide. So the first one we did, the oval, we ended with the decorative fabric, right? So let's do a poll, and we'll do it. Because if I do another round, it's going to make it bigger, but that's okay. I mean, hot pad's a hot pad's a hot pad, right? They come in all shapes and sizes. So let's do the smiley faces end with lime green. The crying faces end with decorative. So the first one is end with lime green. The crying faces end with decorative. We'll let you guys pick. And then we'll pick a... See, I did black on that one. I think I might end with brown this time. So it might be an end on lime. I'm excited. Dawn, give us a smiley face so it counts. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Smiley face is end with lime green. Crying face is end with the decorative. Thank you. All right, we're doing good. I love letting you guys pick. I think it really gives me an opportunity to do things that I wouldn't normally pick. So it's pretty cool. We have 5 seconds. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. 3 seconds. It looks like we're going to be ending with the lime green. Okay, lime green it is. That's okay. There's going to be another option. We're going to do another vote here in just a second. So I have my lime green ready. And what we did to end the last one worked really well. So my inner fabric is going to be cut at an angle. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to switch back over. So I'm going to take my scissors. I got to get up to do this because it's over there. I guess not. I guess I could pull it out. Hold on. I'm just kidding. I'm making my life harder over here. Back stitch once, pull her out, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this. Oh, it's pulling my walking foot over here with me. Aw, thank you, Linda. You know what's crazy? I tell everybody loves this story. I asked my husband, I was like, do you think that I do good on live because people like my voice, you know? They say I sound like the Delilah's 90s rock show. And he's like, I think that your voice sounds like the gates of hell opening every time you talk because it's always followed by a request. He cracks me up. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just my internet voice or what. I mean, this is really me. Deidre, does my voice sound the same on a phone call? So I'm going to take my scissors, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this at an angle, all right, like that, a diagonal. Okay, well, he's just wrong, you know? Well, thank you. It's not, if you would have asked me to pick something that's really, like, cool about me, it wouldn't have been my voice. All right, so what I got to do is I've got to finish that off, even though it's just a tiny bit. I guess I can trim it closer, actually. Let's trim it closer because I'm lazy. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger. Don't cut your finger. Okay, so now that we have that trimmed, what we're going to do is we're going to take this outer fabric, right? And we are going to end it right here. So I need to stack it on top of each other just a little bit. I'm going to use my stiletto, and I'm going to get you close. Well, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Deidre. All of you guys are too sweet. We're going to use a brown one this time because I'm feeling frisky tonight, you know what I mean? I know, I actually don't feel like, I've been sick for like a week. Serotonin, welcome in. Hey girl, make sure you get entered into the giveaway. It was just posted tonight for 8,000. So I want you to get your entry in, guys. All of you, go get your entries in. Every new 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway. I know, I love it. I think it made it look so much cooler than just a straight stitch. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my stiletto. I'm going to push this fabric down, kind of push this on top of it. And we're going to zigzag over it, finishing this out. I'm going to back stitch a little bit. And I'm going to trim it right here. Okay, and the reason I'm going to trim it right there, I'm going to back up a little bit, is I'm going to put this tag underneath here. Can you guys see what I'm doing? It's kind of hard right now because I got myself in a tight space. So I'm folding that tag over, and what I'm doing is just kind of holding it down, and we're going to zigzag up to it. okay? I'm almost to it. And now I'm going to switch over to a straight stitch on the left side, and I'm going to actually hand crank over this tag a little bit until my machine feels happy. And back stitch to keep it in place. And just like that, we just use that tag to finish that out in the cutest way possible. Look how good that looks. We did great coming up with that. We really did. I need to make that a video. I came up with that because of you guys, not because of me, because I didn't know what to do. So that's what happens when you bring a community of people together. It's so cool. You find different ways to do things. So here's the circle one done. So now we've made both. I've made a oval one and I've made a circle one. So now we can make one more and you guys pick. 50,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. Joy, thank you for that follow. Thank you everyone who's looked at those products. I really do appreciate it. So, should maybe sew the side of the tag. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So many things. Yeah, I'm going to learn how to use my sewing machine. You sure are, Joy. A square. I don't even know how I would start a square or a triangle, you guys. I would have to look into it, and let alone with a double rope. I'm not going to lie. I will look into it, though. I will look into it. Both of these are available. If you're interested, just reach out to me, and we can get it set up for shipping to you. I'm really enjoying making these. I'm going to trim them up, obviously, and then I'll make sure they come with care instructions. But let's make one more double rope just so everyone feels comfortable in here. See ya, Aunt Tina. Thanks for coming in. My stomach is like growling. I need to go turn off the oven, actually. Go 2 rounds each color until you're ready to end. Would be a surprising. I don't even, let's see. How would we do it? Okay, let's do a vote. Do you want oval or do you want round? So the vote is going to be a poll vote. Thank you, MC. You did not have to do that. I appreciate you. We're going to do a quick poll again. Smiley face is oval. Crying face is round. Smiley face is oval. Crying face is round. And I'm going to go turn off the oven real fast while you guys are voting. Smiley face is oval, crying face is round. Oh, I'm back. I got some water too. Smiley face is oval, crying face is round. So it looks like we're probably going to be doing an oval one. Thank you so much for that, Heart Me. It looks like we have 3 seconds. 3 seconds to get your votes in. All right, it looks like oval it is. Oh my gosh, look at that. Thank you so much, Kathy, for that cake. I love it. Level Up Sparks. Guys, thank you so much for all the gifts. It really does help. It's going towards a new sewing machine. Even if they're small gifts, they matter to me, and it also tells TikTok that you guys like being in here. So huge shout out. Huge shout out to you guys. Huge. Don't forget to go get entered into the giveaway. So we're going to start an oval. So I used a 5-inch center. Should we use another 5-inch center? Yeah, we'll use another. Thank you for those Go Populars. Those do push us out too. I appreciate it. I'm loving all the new friends we get, all the new people I get in my inbox asking me questions. Guys, my inbox is always open if you have a question. Make sure you ask. I think we're going to end up playing Bobbin Chicken this time. Okay, we're going to do the same size. So once again, the start of your rug, I highly recommend these awesome pins. Thank you. Yeah. So these pins, thank you for that, Heart Me, are just my favorite go-to. I'm going to have to order more. I don't know why mine disappear all the time on me. Hold on. I'm going to pin them. They're just longer and something about them I just prefer. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. I didn't even see you were in here. Make sure you get entered into the giveaway, guys. So the reason I'm showing you these pins is because we're going to use them. To start an oval rug, first I have to trim and make sure that these are both straight. So I'm just taking my scissors. I'm going to trim those off and give myself a straight starting point. And then I'm going to Thank you so much for purchasing something from me. I really do appreciate it. You're not going to regret it though. I try to only put products on here that I use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my 2 ends set up at 5 inches. And the reason I have those pins pinned, is because I love to use them to go through one side and through the other, which helps me keep them in place until I am ready to sew. So I don't know why this is so much easier, but it is. So I do highly recommend them. And something about the length of these pins are just a lot easier. So that is why I have them pinned, no pun intended, in my shopping bag right there. Thank you so much for that heart me, guys. So once you have them ready to go, it's a lot easier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, welcome in to get started. So we are about, is there any specific way to sew the tubes together? So when you're actually making the tube, sometimes I use a straight stitch. If I make it on the right side, so see how this stitch is kind of centered, so it doesn't really matter in this starting point. But if my seam was more on the right side, then I would really push to have that facing in. So actually we can flip it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take these off. Sorry. Pit stop. I have a pin in my mouth. I can't talk. So I'm just going to flip this. So now both seams are facing on the inside. I would say that probably helps. So I'm going to place a pin through the outside into the other one, and that's just going to hold it in place for us. Don't poke yourself. And if you do, try not to do it again. Although I tend to do it all the time to myself. So these pins are just helping me hold things together for right now. Hold on, I'm going to unpin them so I can see comments again. There we go. They're number 47 in my cart if you're interested. Ruby, I don't know what you're adding, but thank you for doing that. Is there any? Yep. Okay, so now I have both of the openings of my tubes together. All right. Carrie, thank you so much for adding that product to your cart. Now I'm going to place the one that I'm not using, this green one, to the back of the machine, and I'm going to place the tubes together underneath the sewing machine foot. I'm going to go ahead and remove that first pin so I don't break a needle, because I've done it before. I just don't like to sew over needles, but that's your own preference. I have personally broken a needle, and I don't know. I just like it to keep together until I get there. Then I'm going to zigzag. Oh, I'm still on. I'm going to zigzag stitch that beginning. And I get to my next pin, I'm going to pull it. And the stiletto is so important. I dropped it. So important in this. Thank you so much for purchasing a product. I really do appreciate it. All of my commissions are going towards a new quilting machine, so I'm really thankful. I wouldn't even be talking about it if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you. So go ahead and get yourself all the way to the end where we're going to have to start curving, and then start really paying attention, guys, because this is super good. Do it. Michelle, I'm so happy to see that. You should do it, and if you have any questions, come get me, come talk to me. Okay, so now this is the important part, guys. Use your stiletto. It's in my cart. I'm going to tell you what number it is. Awesome tool. You don't have to have it, but boy, does it make life a lot easier. Sorry, I keep stopping and going. Where is it? Where'd you go, little stiletto? Okay, it's in there somewhere. Number 27. It's number 27. It's the exact one I have in my hand. Thank you so much for that, heart me. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. I posted it right before I came live, so it's the last post that I have on my page. It's free of charge, and it's just something that you should get into. I've purchased the jelly rolls. I need to get my machine back out. Yes, do it. I am super excited for you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm actually going to back up a little bit. Okay, so the scrunch. Thank you so much for that purchase. The scrunch is the important part about laying flat. Everyone struggles with their rugs wanting to wave and bowl up. Laying flat is why we struggle, right? So let's fix it. The pins are out of stock. I bet they only let me sell so many. You have inspired this evening. I'm working on bowl koozies. Yay! And I do have a tutorial for bowl koozies if you're looking for one of those, but I'm sure you already know. There's a lot of them out there. It was actually, I think, my third tutorial that I ever posted. I didn't know that I could voice over at the time. So you'll notice the difference in my video if you look at it. It's funny. Okay, sorry. So scrunch. Taking my stiletto and I'm getting close and I'm scrunching. See how I'm pushing that fabric under there to get this outside line to lay flat. That is what's important. So now I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to help guide all of this in here as I sew. And don't hesitate to pick that foot up and turn. Get your needle down. Pick that foot up and turn. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Pick that foot up and turn. It's a slow, slow start. But once you get started, you've seen it doesn't take very long to go. So you've seen that I backstitch. Don't hesitate to backstitch when you need to. It's fine. I backstitch all the time. Get yourself some slack up here. Keep going. Have your hand at the back. Just don't sew your hand. Please don't sew your hand. Once you get to a certain point, which is the starting point here, with the double rope, we're going to have to stop. Backstitch. Sorry, I wasn't looking at comments, so if you just asked a question, I did not see it. Now we have our first row started. Now see how it's really scrunched here, but look how flat it's laying. Right there is the key. I'm so shaky. Right there is the key. Thank you so much for those TikToks. So now we're going to start again. We're going to start on this rope and we're going to do the same thing. If you had just a single rope, you just keep going. You know what I mean? You wouldn't stop. But because we have a dual rope, we have to stop. And that's okay because it gives us a really cool look. Thank you so much for those TikToks. I'm shoving the rope I'm not using to the back of my machine so it doesn't pull. Sorry that those pins are out of stock. Sometimes TikToks only gives me a certain amount of sales with the sale price. So that's probably why. So I'm doing it again. I'm scrunching. I'm sorry. I got a cough. Let me get a drink. Doing the scrunch. All right. I should make a sticker for that. So here we go. We're just going to backstitch a little bit and we're going to go until our needle's down, pick it up, turn it, scrunch, 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 pick it up, turn it. I almost didn't have my needle down. That's okay. Backstitch if you have to, but scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. This scrunch is the important scrunch. This is what's going to keep it flat. I cannot see your comments right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to get my needle down. I'm going to lift my foot. It's just a process. This is such a process right here. This is the hardest for me. That and when it gets really big and out of control and I just can't handle it. All right, so just like that, we made it through, and I'm going to give it a press after this one. I need more hands. I really do. I need more hands. Thank you so much for those follows. I hope I'm educating you. I hope I'm giving you guys some good information. I really appreciate everyone being here. Every new 1,000 followers, I do a giveaway, and there is yeah, you did invent that word, and I will get you a sticker when I make one, Clara. You know I will get you stickers, girl. Yeah, we say it a lot. That and my friend is gonna make us a sticker that says it's gonna be the little inflatable man holding a sign that says Clover Fabric Tube Maker, because I say that so much when I'm making ropes. So here we go again. We're scrunching. This is why that stiletto is so important. But I promise as you keep going, it will get easier, and don't hesitate to backstitch, okay? So just keep going. Keep your finger behind that machine. It's helping flatten that out in the back, and then don't hesitate to iron it too. Once you get back to this starting point, we're just going to go straight until we hit our starting point. We're going to backstitch, and here we are. We've just completed another roll. Now, it doesn't look as flat, right? But that's okay. It's going to work itself out. It will be. Hit it with an iron. Don't hit it with an iron. Whatever you want, but it does help me. And just like that, we have a nice flat oval. I'm checking my bobbin. We're going to do it again. Thank you so much for all of those shares. Aw, man, Calamity, I'm sorry about that. I'm making a hot pad, so I'm making essentially a mini rug. Here's the last one that we just did. Oh, I'm really zoomed in. You can't see it. Here we go. Boom. Super cute. I swear I could fall asleep to the sound of... Aw, good. Erin, that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to pull this fabric out. And we're going to put it back under there, and we're going to keep going. So now we're going to go back to the decorated fabric. I'm using a Singer Heavy Duty 4432. There's one in my cart, and if you do end up purchasing a machine from me, my link, then I will send you a free pack of stickers. And I'm using just a universal needle right now. This is the needle I currently have in my machine. Thank you for those follows, guys. Don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. I do giveaways to show you that I'm grateful for all that you do and all the products that you purchase and all the gifts that you send over. I do appreciate it. I'm on my way to 10K. And I couldn't even be this close if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. So now once again, I'm scrunching, but it's getting a little easier to get around those corners. And I missed a spot here. I'll go back and get. Just scrunch, 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 scrunch. Now we're already through it just like that. And it's going to continue to get easier. Thank you so much. I'm trying to make sure I'm glancing at those comments. I have a bunch of rope going everywhere. And as we continue to build this, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. And you're going to see I'm going to get faster, faster, and faster. So that initial scrunch is just so important. It's okay to take your time. Just use your tools. Don't have tools, it's okay. Use your fingers, just don't sew your finger. And now we're back, so now we have to restart. Brianna, is that pin thing you're using a stiletto? Yes, this right here is a stiletto. I'm over here training. Yeah. I am making a hot pad that is like a mini one. Yeah, we restarted, so we're making mini rugs essentially is what we're doing. That's why you're seeing me restart. So really the reason I try to do these trivets on camera with you guys is because it shows you the most essential part to a rug over and over and over. So you're getting to see me start the center of a rug, which is what these people want you to buy the patterns for. There is no pattern. I'm showing it. I'm showing you it right now. So I keep doing the trivets because it's a way for me to keep doing the same thing, and getting you the opportunity to see how an oval starts and how a round starts. You know what I'm trying to say? Are there other uses for stilettos? Yeah, no. So the back side is for a seam opener, and let me see if there's a way for me to explain it to you. When you sew together a seam, you're going to have something like this of your fabric. And so what that does is it allows you to get a fine press on your seams. So if you're a quilter, that's something that you can do. Don't forget the spot you missed. Yes, you're right. Let me see. Where's it at? Yep, it's right there. So if you look right there, you can see that I missed that. So we're just going to fix it real fast. Super easy. Pop it back under there. Zigzag over it. Just don't forget the back stitch. And then I'm going to pull it up. Trim those out. Thank you so much for that follow. I am going to give it a quick press. I do go back and trim all these extra threads out before I post them for sale. So we're going to go back to the lime green. And we're going to do it again. I'm going to push this to the back of my machine so it's not pulling on my other one. It's wanting to fight me a little bit. And I'm just going to cruise along. So as you can see, I'm not really needing to scrunch too much anymore. I'm still scrunching, but I'm not scrunching as much as I was. And that's because as you start to get bigger, it will want to naturally lay flat and you won't need to scrunch. So that's always something really nice to keep in mind. We are making a hot pad. Snow White, they're okay. They're okay. I don't know. They're normal. Why do you ask? That's the question. Yeah. I have never sat behind a sewing table. We had one and we used as a table. Well, Kyra, I hope that you are learning now. Hopefully I can inspire you to sew or create. You don't even have to sew. just be creative and do whatever that you need or want to do, because you can do it. And now I'm at the end, so I'm going to backstitch because you mentioned that it's difficult. You know, Snow White. So Clara, are you in here still? We talked about this today. If Clara's still in here, she'll kind of help me explain why I say stuff like that. So I kind of told the story a couple times, but I became more of a stay-at-home mom. Clara, did you see the question? Yeah, no, it's okay, Erin. I do have the tutorial posted, but yes, I made all of the ropes on camera, but I do have a tutorial on my page. So if you can't find it, just shoot me a message what you're looking for, and after I get off of live, I'll send you the direct link to my TikTok tutorial. So when I started staying home, I started sewing more, and I started to have more people go. I started posting things on, the Book of Face, just things that I've made for my daughter and stuff, and they were like, oh my gosh, I want some of that. I'm interested in that, right? So then I was like, maybe I can make a little bit of extra income. No, it's okay. No, you're fine. I think this is a good thing to talk about, truthfully, because I'm sure it's not just in our town, right? So Clara likes to say that it's crazy how much support that I can get from complete strangers versus in town, because she's from where we are, so we're neighbors, not neighbors, but pretty close. But so I started sewing and I would take orders, and what would happen is people would either not like the prices, and I would really try to be really low, but they don't understand that fabric costs money. Like I would be paying them to take it. If my fabric is $10 a yard and I make you an apron that takes a yard and I only charge $15 for the apron, I'm not even counting for thread and maintenance on my machine, right? So people don't understand. And that's if you buy something that's $10 a yard, which is actually, unless you're thrifting and like getting the deals, people always want specific fabrics, right? So you're like, man, some of those fabrics can get up to like $20, doll hairs. I do have an itsy bitsy spider shop. So anyway, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. And shipping, if they ship, right? So then people wouldn't like that. So that was a hurdle that I jumped, and I was like, okay, so anything I'm going to charge $5 a yard, I'll pay up to $10 on the yard. And then anything over $10 per yard, somebody has to pay me. So then that caused a big ruckus. Nobody liked that. And then I would have people go, okay, I'll pay it. And then they would never show up. I have like 4 projects behind me that people have just not shown up after I put in like 2 hours of work. And that took away from time from my kids too. So then I got so discouraged. I started doing the farmer's market. I got a little bit of support, but then you have to pay for a booth. And then I feel like all of a sudden everyone in the area started to kind of just make everything that I was making. So then I don't know if they had more people that liked them or knew them, that they were just selling more. So ultimately I gave up. I gave up on selling it because people would stop coming and getting stuff. People didn't want to put a down payment, and people just, I don't know. I don't understand it. All the time I'll be out and people will be like, oh, your work is so great, I would love to get with you. And then, or they would send me a message. Now I'm just ranting. I'm sorry, guys, I will sew. But they would send me a message and they would be like, yes, I want this project. I'd tell them the price and cost of fabric and anything over it. And then they would go, okay, look for this fabric for me. And then I would spend an hour looking for fabric and then they wouldn't even reply. Or I would send them pictures of all the fabric that I have and then they wouldn't even reply. So I was just spending endless hours getting discouraged and making things that nobody liked. So then I decided to just say F it, and I started sewing class, and I just wanted women and men and anyone to come around me and sew, and that really took off. I had a really good friend help me, and now we do classes once a month. And they're free now because I've had a lot of people donate fabric to me and machines that we give out to people. I'm ranting. I'm sorry, guys. I will get back to sewing. So that was cool. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start doing TikTok videos and tutorials. And then whatever I don't want to keep for myself, I will post available on Marketplace or wherever. I have an Etsy store too, but wherever. And then if it sells, it sells. And if it don't, it don't, because I'm just making things that I want to make. And so now that I'm doing that, it's gone a lot better. So sorry about the rant. My shop name is in my bio. It's Screaming Kids Home, all one word. But it's just, I don't know, it was so sad to like create such cool things and then nobody would even show up, or I would spend hours looking for material and then nobody would even answer my text, you know? So I don't know. I just got really discouraged, and then TikTok helps a lot. So I don't put my stuff on Etsy. I have most of my stickers on there and stuff, unless somebody specifically sees something they want. So all of these hot pads, and I will get back to sewing, all of these hot pads will be available. You just have to tell me if you want them. And then if you don't feel comfortable with like, PayPal invoice, then I can upload them to that shop so that you can purchase them securely and you feel confident. Whatever works for you guys. And then if you guys or no one ends up buying them, then I have them and I like them enough that I keep them. So that's my whole rant on why I say that. I'm glad I went down that rabbit hole. Jordan, the name is in my bio, but if you can't find it, it's Screaming Kids Home. It was supposed to be Homestead because that's my FB group, Screaming Kids Homestead, because we raise baby goats and I have 2 small children and I thought it was funny. Hold on, I think I have here you go. Here's the logo. And then it's all one word, and it's that. Yeah. Now I do have luck. A lot of people have purchased rugs recently because I've been posting more. And truthfully, you guys have, North Coast threads. So I only ever post like stickers and stuff on there because they take so much fees from me. It's not even funny. It's seriously not even funny. So I don't mind uploading to there if you feel safer that way. But mostly my sales have just been through like PayPal, and then I give you a tracking number and it's fine. So I don't know. I try to be transparent. I've always tried to be transparent. And now that I've went on that really long rant, I'm just thankful that you guys as complete strangers are so much supportive of me. I don't even know if those are the right words. That I feel confident making my stuff. And then if it doesn't go anywhere, it's fine. You know, I'm having fun for once. I'm back into enjoying sewing and enjoying being a mom. And I'm actually getting orders. And some of the orders are coming from you guys. So I don't know. Sorry about the big whole rant. Let's keep going. You guys are like, please just stop talking. Like, please start that rug. It is fun. It is fun, and fun is best. So, and hopefully I inspire you to just be creative, because that's my real goal. My real goal is to get you guys resources and get a community together that are like-minded and just like to create. And that is what I want. I want a place that we can have resources to ask questions. I'm making a hot pad. I'm like losing my voice too. My husband, I told him, I was like, oh, I'm just going to get this little one done and I'll come back out there. He's probably like, she's probably in there talking. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening to me. I try to let you into my life so that you can kind of see. In the mornings, my kids are usually around me. You guys almost know them like aunts and uncles. I've cried on camera because we talk about some serious stuff and we just have a lot of fun. You know, Eric, I thought about it. I don't know. I've told this story. Every husband everywhere. You're right, Carrie. So I'm really bad at reading out loud. I'm a teacher now for nursing students, so I have to do it more. But I have this funny story. I was reading a book in bed with my husband before we had kids, and I was like stumbling on a word, and I was like, babe, I don't know what this word is. And he goes, honey, just sound it out and I'll help you. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the book. Are you guys ready for this? We still laugh. I was like, ooh, rang. Ooh, tang. I was like, I don't understand. He's like, seriously? I'm like, no, really. Ooh, rang? Ooh, tang. And he's like, orangutan? Oh my gosh, we cried laughing. It was so funny. It was spelled really weird in my defense. It was literally spelled out, ooh, rang, ooh, tang. And I was just like, I don't know what this is. So that's my joke of the day. Thank you, Carrie, for answering those questions. And backstitch, because we're going to end and go back to the lime green. Oh, he still holds it against me. He'll still be like, remember that one time that you like didn't know what orangutan was? And I was like, listen, in my defense, it was a really tough word. So now I sound out things all the time because it's way easier in my head than to just say it out loud and you're like, oh yeah, it's orangutan, it's fine. It's a funny story, isn't it, Carrie? Now that I'm lecturing, I'm getting better at speaking out loud, and I think you guys have helped because I continuously sit back here and talk like a maniac. I like squirrel out on different stories, and you guys can't tell me to really be quiet, so you're like at the mercy of my brain over here. So as you can see, it just gets easier. Hi, welcome in as we go. I think Deidre dipped. She's like, I'm out. Public speaking is hard. I like want to cry sometimes when I'm public speaking, but I figure it out. Like that interview was pretty rough. Indigo, I have lots of beginner friendly, how to thread your machine, how to thread a bobbin. If you have any specific requests that you want, I will put them up for you. I like my machine. It's a Singer heavy duty 4432, but a lot of people don't like Singer. So I think that if you have a quilting shop near you, you should go listen to the ladies and or men and talk to them about a beginner machine. Just know that you can use a pretty cheap machine. Aw, well, thank you, Erin. Thanks for being here. Just make sure that you're watching the videos all the way through if you can, because if you start looking at too many and scrolling and liking and scrolling and liking, they will literally count it as spam and they'll like shadow ban me. So I try to tell people that if you're watching them all the way through, it doesn't matter. But if you're just like 2-seconding them and then like liking and moving on, it does. After a while, it gets mad at me. But thank you. Thank you for all the support, guys. All right, now back stitch and we're going to go back. As you can see, it's just slowly coming together. You just got to keep at it. With the double rope, you have to keep stopping and going back, but I do think it's a cool look, and I think it's worth it. So now I'm going back to this one. I'm playing Bobbin Chicken. All right. Well, I love it, Erin. I love it either way. I'm just helpful advice. Thank you all for being here tonight. And don't forget to get entered into the giveaway. If you're a follower, you can be entered into the giveaway. Every new 1,000 followers, we're doing a giveaway. The 10,000 giveaway is going to be a full kit for you to make your own Jelly Roll rug. So just don't forget to get entered. I want you guys to have those opportunities to get given back to. Let's see. Should probably go finish dinner. My poor husband is being a very good person tonight. He's always a good person, but he's being extra supportive because Saturdays are my best days to get you guys out there because most people are at home and they can watch, and so it gets us some new friends in here, so I try to really push. Cindy, all you have to do, Amanda, all you have to do is find the post, be a follower, like, comment, and share on the post. If you can't find it, shoot me a message. I'll send it to you, and you'll be entered. I draw, you are able to get entered until 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Thank you for those heart me's. All right, we're back to the beginning, so I'm going to go back and switch. It's a lot of switching, but it's really cool, so I'm happy. I am happy with it. I will trim all of those. I knew I was going to unthread that machine. Thank you so much for those follows, guys. Thanks for everyone who's looking through those products, anybody who's purchased them. If you are a super fan, because I've had a few lately, you will have an automatic 2 entries into every giveaway that happens while you are a super fan. You do not even have to enter. I just put your name in twice. So that's a way I can give back to you. And then the month that you become a super fan, I will send you a free pack of stickers too. So that's something I'm trying to do to give back a little bit. My little stomach is over here growling its little butt off. I think I need to go finish dinner. It's like 9 o'clock. Shall I? Sure do. If you can't find it, I can send it to you. Just shoot me a message on what you're looking for. I'm grabbing a drink of water. Thank you so much for those lightning bolts. I really do appreciate it. Back stitch. And as you can see now, we're pretty much at that point where it just kind of dries itself. Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for being here and getting us even closer to the next giveaway, which is just amazing. You know, at 9,000, we'll do another giveaway, and then 10,000, we're going to do the big giveaway. However big we want it to be. We're making little trivets, so we're making tiny versions of rugs. I can really end it at any time. So maybe I'll do one more row and end it as an odd shape for like a small pan. I like that. And then we can make another one. But I'll probably end it and then go finish cooking dinner. So if you're sticking around to see the ending, maybe we'll do it real fast here soon. I'll do one more row and then I'll end it. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. I'm so thankful. And I think we're really playing Bobbin Chicken right now. Oh yeah. She is not liking that because she's almost empty. So let's wind a bobbin because we are bird nesting like crazy down there. Alrighty. So my bobbin's almost empty and it's causing my machine to throw a little hissy fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all this that is on here. It's because it's wound up on top of each other and it's pulling. The end of my bobbins are never very happy, so I'm just going to unwind it. I know it's kind of wasteful, but it's okay. This thread is so amazing and so cheap. Even though it's amazing. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So if you don't know how to wind your bobbin, now's a good chance to put my bobbin right here so I don't lose it. And I am going to go ahead and trim that out, pull this out here. And I'm going to take my thread. I'm going to go around number 1, around 2. I'm going to take it. My neck is like killing me. I must be slouching or something. I'm going to thread this piece through my bobbin hole here. Maybe. There we go. Then I'm going to place it on this track right here. Once you turn this track over, it's going to disengage your needle and it's going to engage your bobbin. So now once you have it started, I'm going to take it off and let her rip. Thank you. I know the colors look really cool. I'm giving my back a nice stretch while it's going. These are both all 3 now are going to be available. If you're interested in them, just shoot me a message and we can work out a price, but they probably won't be too expensive. Maybe 15 to 20 depending on which one you want, plus shipping, and shipping's about 5 buckaroos. So it's not that bad. If you're interested. Haulin' butt, pedal to the metal. And you'll notice that my bobbin will stop spinning when it's full. So I'm going to take this, and just like that, we have a wound bobbin. So let me show you how to put it back in the machine. So I'm going to drop it into the bobbin case, and I'm going to pull it over and around. It doesn't look so hot down there, but that's okay. And I'm going to re-thread my upper thread real fast, and then we're going to do one more row and end it. Do you have any Christmas trivets? I'm actually making some soon, so I will have some very soon. Very, very soon. Actually, that might be tomorrow evening's live if I have a tomorrow evening. So if you're interested in those, let me know. But I do have some I'm going to make. I have the fabric. I need to cut it, and then we need to make them. But yes, I've had several people ask, and that's why I'm getting them. So let's finish this row. Actually... no. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me press this. Now I'm going to give it a nice hit with the steam. And I'm going to put this under here. I have a Singer Heavy Duty 4432. That's what machine I am currently using. There is one in my cart that is the same machine that I'm using, slightly different model number. And if you do end up purchasing it, I will give you a free pack of stickers. All right, so I'm zigzagging, and now we're going to start this row. So this row should be relatively easy to keep flat. And I'm going to probably press this one more time. Sorry, guys, I'm not... Hi, what? Okay, yeah. Sarah, when do you start your bone? Hold it tight and let it wind as tight as you can hold it. Yeah, that's probably going to help. I messed up that bobbin a little bit. that's okay. It's gonna work for what I need. It definitely didn't look the best when I pulled it out of there. That's okay though, but you're right. You are right. I didn't hold it long enough. Or tight enough. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're almost to our ending point. I'm gonna get around this corner. I'm giving myself some slack back here so that I know it's not gonna pull against me. And then I'm gonna show you how to end it. All right. Oh, all right. I'm gonna take it out for just a second. And I'm gonna give it a good press, and then I'm gonna show you the end. No, I love the advice. I am definitely not one to shy away from any constructive criticism. I think that everyone can learn from each other, and I know for a fact I do not know everything, and I do a lot of things wrong because I'm completely self-taught. So I love it. Don't ever feel like you can't come in here, unless you're like literally being mean, then you're not allowed to come in here. But you can always offer helpful tips. I will do my best to listen, and so thank you. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to get in here on this one and I'm going to trim it off. That's the inside row, okay? So then we're going to take our outside row and we are going to find our tag. So let's use a lighter brown. Ooh, let's use the darker one. Okay. Yes. So this is like this version, the singer's version of a serpentine, and I like it, Lynn. I like it. Thank you so much for all of you guys being here. We're going to finish this rug out, and then I'm probably going to go cook the rest of dinner and take it out to my lovely family that have been very supportive tonight. Yeah, it is kind of grinchy, isn't it? So now I need to get my stitch back, and we're going to kind of close this in like this. And now I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to trim this right there, okay? Cut both of them off. Glad I stumbled in. Yeah, no, I'm happy to have you. How do you do the end? So if you don't have tags, what you would do is you would take your end of your fabric here, and you would seam rip this and cut the batting out because it would give you a flexible tube with no stiffness, and you would have the extra go underneath the rug like this. Does that make sense? But you wouldn't want the batting in there because it's going to create a lump. But if you cut the batting out and leave the fabric, it'll just be a flexible piece of fabric that you can stitch in like that. Hopefully that answers your question. So I'm going to back up to give myself some room. I'm going to take my tag. I'm going to slide it under here and pull all of this together. And then with the tag, I'm going to take my stiletto so that I have good control. I'm going to get that zigzag real close. And I'm going to switch over to a left-sided straight stitch. And then I'm going to straight stitch that tag. Go slow because your machine is not going to like the extra layers. And just like that, we have a really cute, and I love that placement. I love the placement of the tag because it almost finishes out that oval really well. So just like that, we have a cutesy little thing. What do you guys think? So here's one. This one ended up being 15 by 10.5. So this one's available. This one's available. It's a circle, and I'll trim it. I'll trim all those extra ends off. This is an 11 3/4. It should be by 13. More of a circle. And this one is a bigger one. It's available. This one ended up being 15 3/4 by 12. So they are super cute, super fun colors. I love the double rope. I had a lot of fun making them. If you are interested in them, please don't feel obligated. But if you are interested, they are available. Just shoot me a message and we can work something out. Especially if you buy all three. I usually just cover shipping myself. That's the deal I give you. But thank you all for being here. I hope you learned something. I hope you feel inspired. And I hope you all go get entered into the giveaway. And I hope you see me in the morning. So I typically get on in the morning when when my kids are still asleep. But I've been feeling kind of ran down, so maybe I might go a little bit later than normal. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for being my new friends. Every new 1,000 followers, we do a giveaway. So please make sure that you're getting entered into those giveaways because it's a way for me to give back to you for all of the support that you give to me. If you have a video request that you would like me to do tutorial-wise, please reach out to me. And I will put it on the list tutorial-wise. And then have a great night. Go get inspired. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are all inspired. And this is Sarah's 90s Rock Show signing out. Bye.